Tonight, Treasure Hunt comes to you from Mexico, and this is Mexico City. Well, a small part of it anyway, because it's absolutely huge. It's the fourth largest city in the world, and if you can believe it or not, there's 23 million people who live here. Now, we're more than 7,000 feet above sea level, so we'll be functioning on 35 to 40% less power than usual. So, for a lot of huffing and puffing, but some fabulous sights. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to Treasure Hunt, the show where our contestants have to solve 5 cryptic clues to find our hidden treasure and hopefully win themselves up to £2,000. Now, all this week our shows have been coming from all around the world, and today Suzi is in Mexico. Now, Mexico City is one of the largest cities in the world. It's home to some 20 million people altogether. It's located in a valley 2,200 metres high. It's also teeming with interesting history, dating back to the Aztecs through to the Spanish colonisation and the comparatively recent revolution. A city of contrasts, Mexico City has it all, including its very own active volcano. And quaking in their boots in anticipation of today's cryptic clues are our 2 contestants, father and son team, David and Thomas Scott. Hello to you both.
Hello.
Now, tell me why you wanted to be involved in Treasure Hunt.
I think it's a super programme. It was in the 1980s when it first came out, and we used to enjoy it together. It's a super challenge to try, regardless of what the prize is.
Just tell us what you do, David.
I used to be a policeman, so I'm now retired and enjoy myself.
I believe you like to collect money, which you'll get a few notes to add to your collection today if you get all our clues right.
I've been collecting coins since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, really, and then eBay has come along, so I can complete the collection I started in the 1970s.
What about you, Thomas? What is your basic hobby?
Oh dear, I'm a big science fiction fan. Books, television, however. I'm also a lot into computers. I'm a computer geek, so I'm involved in a lot of online communities, and I just enjoy being online, talking to people from around the world.
You've done a bit of travelling yourself, haven't you?
Well, I live in Mansfield, England. I went round 9 Mansfields in America, from Massachusetts in the northeast to Texas in the south.
There are that many. There's a television programme.
There's 24, apparently, and I went to the biggest 9.
And David, how do you think you'll work together as the father and son team? Is there going to be a boss in this relationship?
Yes. He got me into this mess, and yes, he's going to get me out of it.
Best of luck to you both.
Thank you.
Now, remember, you've got 40 minutes in total to solve all 5 clues, and to help you do this, we've got quite a few research tools around us. We've got some of the old standards here. This might be useful. A Spanish-English dictionary there, a dictionary of phrase and fable as well. There's some basic reference books there, and behind you may want to take a look. There are some more detailed tourist guides, places that we may be visiting today or not. Now, I know you're both interested in the internet as well. Well, we don't have the internet because that might make it too easy for you, but we have got a computer there with a CD-ROM on it, again, useful for any of those sources. And remember, time is of the essence. You've got 40 minutes altogether. We only ever stop the clock after clues 1 and 3. Feeling confident?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Well, time to find out then where Suzi is. Suzi, where exactly are you in Mexico?
I shall tell you, I am northeast of Mexico City in a place called Texcoco. And it's a beautiful sunset. While you're finding that, let me tell you a little bit about where I am. I'm in the University of Chapingo, and behind me you can see a chapel of an old hacienda. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the architecture is fabulous. But if we just go inside for a minute while you're looking for us on the map...
Suzi, we're going to turn on our map and try and find Texcoco. A real big Mexican hero, Diego Rivera, who's done some really beautiful murals.
It's just there.
OK.
OK, there you go. You can see on the water, absolutely gorgeous. Really, really stunning architecture. And there you go. That is where we are. And I just leave it to you to read out that first clue, Dermot.
Oh, indeed. David, Thomas, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
We found Suzi. Let's read out the first clue and start the clock. Here we go. Clue number 1. Nearby, via Vivian's Wood, eyeball the Estadio Azteca of 70 or 86. Hardly. Party on to the muddled taipan smashing. There you are. First thoughts, guys.
Via Vivian's Wood, eyeball.
Important thing here is to get Suzi airborne and heading in vaguely the right
back
direction.
To the helicopter to get airborne. We've got a really lovely pilot for you today who's already wooed me, which is why I'm wearing a rose here. His name's Jerry. He obviously speaks Spanish because he's from here. But we're going to call him Capitan today. So if we wander back to the helicopter and I'll wait for some clues for the boys to tell me where to go.
Well, can we get a
Archaeology.
Can we get a map of Texcoco anywhere?
I'm just trying to find one.
Via Vivian's Wood. What do you think about Vivian?
Texcoco.
Yep. We need to look for Vivian. Can you find a biography? See if that's...
A little jog, I think, boys, perhaps, to the helicopter, do you?
Yes.
OK, chaps in London, any ideas yet?
We're just
Still
researching.
working on it.
We think that on the second line, the Estadio Azteca must be an Aztec stadium. That seems pretty obvious. We're just trying to find some references via Vivian's Wood.
We're going to get run over by a Dodge. Hang on. Azteca Stadium, yeah, that sounds like it could be right.
You haven't found Vivian? No?
I haven't found anything to do with Vivian. I mean, there's San Vicente, but that's...
The important thing is there's always a clue in here somewhere about the direction. The important thing is to get Suzi heading in the right direction. I think, Suzi, are you...
Yes, I'm listening.
Suzi, are you airborne yet or about to be so?
No, I'm trying to remember what I did with the helicopter.
OK, make your way back, yes, because we're still deciding which way to send you.
OK, don't worry.
It's either north, south, east or west, but we've got to choose one.
Again.
2 minutes and we'll be airborne.
Right. Okay.
2 minutes, OK, near Vivian's Wood.
What I'm trying to say, really, is that your breathing will function at about probably 25% less than it normally would.
Really?
So we're going to be quite out of breath. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. There's the helicopter. There's Capitan.
Let's work on this Vivian.
No.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, biographical dictionary, where are we? Let's
No, I couldn't find one.
I couldn't find one.
Dictionary of phrase and phrase.
I was on the bottom right.
Yes.
Well, I think we're mad.
That's too, isn't it?
Wood. I'll try the encyclopedia,
Yes, do
but I
it.
don't
Yeah.
know.
OK, 30 seconds to being airborne
30
from
seconds to airborne.
Mexico.
Right, we're still...
Well, what I would
I
think was,
need
I
some
was
direction,
talking to a
chaps.
fashion designer today, so they're on my mind. Different one from this one, but Vivian Westwood is one of the most famous of our fashion designers. That would be the bit.
By
missing.
Vivian's
As I say, there's always a
Westwood.
clue in there.
Yeah,
in the direction.
Suzi, when you're airborne, we need you to head generally west.
Muy bien.
But slowly, I would suggest, on the nearby basis.
The Estadio Aztec of 70 or 86.
Now, what
hang
do
on,
you
they're
make
both-
of 70 or 86?
They're both. They're not World. Are they World
Did
Cup
you just
years?
say head
No, they're
west?
2 out from that.
Yes, head west, Suzi. Yeah.
Head west. Can we go west, please? West.
It's not World Cup or Olympics. They were both leap years, and they aren't.
Gracias.
Try again.
Right, we are on our way west.
Now, leap years are Olympics. So
Yeah,
it might be
so
on
it's
the-
not going to be. It's not going to be Olympic, and it's not.
Look at
leap
Aztec Stadium, don't we? We
Yeah.
need to look deeper into Aztec.
Kicking in already, that altitude, I think. So we're going to go west. And are we heading... You're talking about heading towards the stadium?
We're looking for an Aztec Stadium to your west, and that's as far as we've got at the moment.
If you could head west and see
Just
if you
head
can
west
find
for
some
us,
kind of
yes.
stadium, just head west slowly.
Eyeball the Estadio Azteca of 70 or 86. I think we might have been working along the right lines there with World
Is that,
Cups.
the football stadium?
That's 2 years out from
Well, that's what we're trying to work out
I do have to
now.
admit, Thomas, that I'm just a little bit older than you, and I do remember the great Bobby
Yeah.
Moore playing
You're right,
in the
that's-
Azteca Stadium back
That's
in
2 years out
1970.
from a leap year, isn't it? They
2
hold
years
them-
after leap years,
Yeah.
yes. And
So
they
we're
did-
looking for...
We're looking for the World Cup stadium, I guess. No, eyeball hardly. Party on to the muddled
It's a football
taipan.
stadium.
Well,
We're now looking for a football
Suzi,
stadium.
we're working on a football link here, I think, almost
Yeah,
certainly. So,
football
so
link,
a football stadium.
South. Donde es?
Stadium.
The clue does say nearby, so anything, any sward of green with a goalpost actually might do.
Let's have a look. OK, yes, over there. There is a football stadium over
It
there.
says party on to the muddled taipan.
That probably was to our west slightly, where we were standing.
I'm not sure
Do you
how
want
to
me to
pronounce
answer
it.
That sounds good.
Something close.
Have a look.
Thomas
We
Davis.
found a leaflet here, Suzi, may have been some help to us.
Lo Major de Tlalpan. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's
Well, have a look.
a muddled taipan. I don't even know what this is.
Sorry, Suzi, what did you say?
Well, I'm flying over. There's an American football pitch right here, and then there looks like a normal traditional English football pitch with helipad on, actually. We could probably land on the pitch.
It's sounding good.
It says nearby. I mean,
Yeah,
It does say
got
nearby,
in
so
here.
yeah, go for that.
And hardly the Estadio Azteca, so...
Okay, we're landing. It's not the big football stadium from 1986. I can tell you that. No sign of Maradona, which is always good. There's a truck, some sort of truck thing.
I prefer to remember the Gary Lineker goal rather than the
I think
the
Gary
Maradona.
Lineker would prefer to remember that as well. Right, there we go. Gracias. It looks like a fire engine.
What was that,
Should we
Susie?
I think there's a fire. It looks like some sort of tanker here.
Okay.
Or, hang
Could-
on, could that?
Could you investigate that and see what you
Yeah.
can find?
Oh, it
So
is,
we're looking
it's-
for some kind
Okay,
of party on to the muddled
There's
taipan
lots of children
smashing.
here.
Okay.
Children, well, that could be a,
Is
that
there
could be a party.
going?
Yep.
Right, let me tell you what I can see.
Okay.
What have you
Obviously,
got
you
there?
can't see anything in the studio. There's lots of children standing in a circle. They're
Okay.
playing. Well, they're trying to hit a
It's a
big kind of
piñata. It's a piñata.
star.
What's that, Thomas?
A piñata is a thing they hang above a group
Yes,
of children,
that's it.
which are trying
That's
to
it.
hit it with sticks to
Yes,
bring the
that's right.
candy out.
Exactly,
So the clue must be
well done.
inside the piñata.
The muddled
Inside.
muddled
Muddled
taipan.
taipan, piñata.
Help them to smash it,
There we go.
Susie.
Hello.
Help
an
them to
anagram.
smash it.
Hello.
Yes.
Do you want me to go in?
Go
to
and
it?
smash
Yes,
it.
yes,
Gary.
smash it.
Smash it.
Help them to
Smash
smash
it.
it. Have a good day.
Yes. Okay.
Go and break up the party.
Oh,
I haven't seen you
Sounds
hide it.
fantastic from here.
lift it up too high.
So how does this work, Thomas? We obviously can't see it.
I helped with one of these while I was in America, and it's basically a giant donkey or mule or something in papier-mâché, which they try and hit with sticks, and the candy comes out, and the kids are all screaming.
That's
in
what's
there.
going on.
Judging from the noise, though, we might have had success.
Right, well, the kids have all dived in to get the sweets. They've just jumped
Find
out.
a clue.
Can you find the
Get the
clue?
sweets.
I can't for children lying everywhere.
Oh, please don't tell me they've taken it.
Don't tell me you're a chocoholic, Susie. We'll be here all day.
It sounds
Sorry,
great.
this is hilarious. Oh, muchas gracias.
Any luck,
No,
Susie?
they're giving me sweets.
No, don't
Where's
eat
the
the
clue?
sweets. Por favor. Stop the clock, I've got it.
Hey!
Gracias.
Right, let's stop the
Gracias.
clock.
Wonderful.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
Susie. Was it buried there amongst all the sweets and candies?
You won't believe, it's a fantastic site. What a great idea. There's just literally tens of children all on the floor scurrying around for sweets. So I had no chance of finding it. But one of the little girls has just given it to me, so here it is.
Oh,
Very
good.
decent.
Thank,
Well
thank
done.
her for us,
Well
would
done.
you?
The good news is you've got £100 in the bank already. The bad news is you've lost a little bit of time with those couple of muddles. We're about 2 minutes over, so it's time we're going to have to make up on the next few clues. And remember, we don't stop the clock now for the next 2 clues till after clue number 3. Susie, I believe you've shifted location slightly. Where are you now?
Well, you know, we were talking about the Azteca Stadium, the football stadium. We thought we'd come and have a little look at it before we started the clock again, because it's absolutely huge. It's the only stadium in the world to have 2 World Cup finals held. 1970, and of course that one in 1986, when Gary Lineker scored that goal. But of course Maradona in the quarterfinals. Hand of God, it was all happening there.
Susie,
Yep.
can you read out the second clue for us and we will start the clock?
Can Al run around the home of the Chinampas at Texuelo Lagoon, take the Mariakis Traniquera and become a Maze D?
Well.
Amazed.
I'll
I'm
read it
sorry,
out
I
again.
didn't read that out very well.
Lots of Spanish in there, aren't there? Can Al run around the home of the Chinampas at Tesuelo Lagoon, take the Mariakis Trajinera and become amazed? Well, guys. Over
Right,
to you.
okay.
Can Al, is that an anagram?
Canal run around.
I think, okay. let's have a
Canal?
look.
I've got a canal.
Canal.
Where
hold
are
on.
we right now?
Just get Susie's helicopter on the Estadio Azteca. There we are there. So we need, you reckon, a canal somewhere.
Canal El
Could be.
Bordo there.
Canal El
Canal El
Bordo.
Chalco.
Canal? Did I hear you say canal?
We found a number of canals to the south.
We think canal refers to a canal
Or it could be an
around the
anagram.
home of the Chinampas.
So where's the home of the Chinampas then?
I'm looking now. I'm looking to see what...
We've located a couple of canals already for you, Susie.
Yeah, where are they?
To the
Okay, Chinampa.
southeast.
A chinampa is a floating garden, a small, stationary, artificial island built on a freshwater lake for agricultural purposes.
A lake.
Oh,
A lake.
right.
So we're
There's a
looking for a
canal
lake.
and a lake. is it?
A floating garden.
A floating
looking at-
garden on a lake.
Can you see the Canal El Bordo and all those? Is that what you're looking
Yes.
at?
That's where we're looking at,
That's
yeah.
where we're going to go.
Thomas, just have another look
Yeah,
at that,
I
see if
will
you can
do.
give us a location.
Okay. The home of the Chinampas.
Was the ancient name for southwest
Zone of Chinampas.
Oh, have you found it?
Keep going, Thomas.
Keep going, yeah.
It was the ancient name for the southwestern region of the Valley of Mexico, or the region of
Well, that's where we are.
Xochimilco, Xochimilco. And it
That's
was there-
it, yes.
We've got it.
You've got
That's
it?
the ecological park.
Park.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
An ecological park, Susie, called, now if you can help us with this, Xochimilco. Park Ecologico de Xochimilco, which looks about, what's the scale on this map? 3 or 4
Should we go
miles?
there?
Yes.
Yep,
yes,
go
please.
there.
Who got that, Thomas or David?
Yes, Thomas got that.
Thomas
off.
and David, they're a great
Well done,
team,
Thomas.
Susie. They're a
Wilco
great team.
Lagoon. Okay, now let me
You're
see
gonna
if I can
cross
find
two
something.
boulevards.
This park.
Yes.
Este Park.
Yes.
Thomas, is there anything about that in the rack? This being
I'm
an
looking for it.
ecological park, there may well be a leaflet about it, maybe a tourist attraction.
Map of Xochimilco.
Good man.
Yeah,
Now,
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. by the
now
way.
we need Tesuelo Lagoon.
So we're looking for a lagoon in that park.
Yeah.
Yes, the Chinampas is Thomas, it's a floating garden.
Yes.
Chinampas is a floating garden. of
Regulation
some
park,
description.
ecological.
What are we looking for? Texuilco Lagoon.
Take the mariachis trajinera. No,
Yeah.
can we look that up?
Thomas and Dermot,
Hello.
have you got this map? Oh, you can't see, can you?
Well done.
Good point.
I've got a photocopy of a small
Just send it
part
to
of
us,
the
we'll
map.
get it in a couple of weeks.
Shall I just fax it?
Texuilco, Laguna Texuilo. I found it.
Oh, well
All right.
done. Okay, where is it?
If you're looking at the same map as I am,
I've got 2.
okay.
Yes, I am.
Can you see something called the Pista Olimpica Virgilio? It's the big long stretch of water at the far left.
That will look like a canal.
Yep. And it's about, if you go to the south end of that, it's directly east, and it's a square lagoon, labelled Laguna Texuilo.
It's in this middle of this kind of canal system, Susie. They kind of crisscross each other.
I think, yeah.
I don't know if you can
it's
just
in the
tell
middle
the
and it's
pilot
square.
to fly there.
Oh, which map are you looking at? Are you looking at the photo? Oh, no, I can see it. Laguna Texuilo.
Okay,
You've got it.
fantastic. Take the
I've got
Mariachi's
it down.
Trajinera.
Now, we
Sorry
need to
about
look that up.
So, Laguna Texuilo, por favor, Capitan. And very quick. What's quick?
Trajinera.
City,
I mean, it's a
probably
mariachi band, could it be?
Are they
Trajinera.
bands?
Canoe. A Trajinera is a canoe.
All right, take a canoe and become amazed.
Okay.
Este?
So I think
What
is
is,
it?
what is a mariachi?
Are
Is
we
this...
here?
don't know.
Well, let's
Hang on.
find out.
Let me just tell you, I'm flying over the canals now, and I think we might be over this lagoon because it's square.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Este es aquí. Laguna Texuilo, sí. Bien. Do you want? Let me tell you what I can see. 2 boats.
Yes.
Okay, that's
and,
good.
Some little tiny sort of rowboats, and there's a boat
Yeah.
in the middle of the lagoon.
Trajinera means canoe, so if you can find
Canoe.
something that looks like a
Mariachis.
canoe.
I need to get into the middle of the lagoon. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, you need to find a canoe and look for...
Right,
well,
okay.
if it's an agricultural garden, then we could be
Yes.
looking for maize. We could actually be looking for maize.
Become a mazed, and mazed is what more
Mate,
popularly
so
known
we need
as
to land
sweet
then.
corn.
Yes.
Yeah, look.
So we're looking for sweet corn and maize.
What's
sweet corn.
mariachi connection?
I'm looking
What's
it up
need to
now.
get this mariachi.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up
Clear
now.
up. Some kind of boat, which Susie's already spotted for us. What is the mariachi?
There's sort of 3 types of boat. There's a normal sort of speedboat. There's like a little
A mariachi musician. Or mariachi music. There's not someone with playing music. Is there?
Bunch of musicians on a boat
I'm not
Yeah.
close. There
in
are
a
some people
canoe
on the boat.
eating sweet corn.
It could well be.
I can't. Let's see if we can get any closer. Do you want us to
Well,
land
let's
here?
double check
anyway?
if there's anything more about the
Can
mariachis.
we land? See.
Nothing I
Okay.
can...
Let me see. Let me hang out dangerously so my mom gets really upset.
Okay.
Is there a musician? Oh, there are some. Oh no, they've got guns. Are they guns?
What was that, Susie?
Are we going to be arrested? Oh no, what have we done now? No, there's a musician. There's a guy with a guitar.
Yep,
Yeah.
that go.
That's what
Okay,
it's
yeah,
called.
that's
Okay.
it.
Right, let's leave
So
that
take
there.
that canoe.
Right,
What
come on,
about become a
Simon,
maze? Where are we going to find this corn?
Well, it's an agricultural garden, so they could just be growing it in the water or around the water or on the island.
It could be part of a festival. We can hear the band now.
Oh!
Very nice, isn't
Very
it?
pleasant it is too.
I'm with the band.
Okay, take their canoe.
We've got to go to the canoe, have we? The middle. We've got to go to the middle.
Ask about this maze, Susie. We need to really make up some time here. Remember, you're 2 minutes behind
Yeah.
from the first clue. Anything with this corn link?
Yes. Right, I'm sorry, I'm with you. This is all very much to take in here. He's cooking some maize. It could be maize. So, sure, I've got to wait until he pushes me over like a sort of gondolier type thing because I can't jump in, so I'll ruin all the kit.
Right.
Just look around the maze.
It's
look
to do
around
with
it.
the
Right.
sweet corn and
There's
maize.
maize inside the pot that's cooking.
Yeah.
Is it somewhere under the pot, around the pot?
I know. Let me try and get in.
Has
Not
somebody
in the
served?
pot.
Have you,
Wrong
Tiene-
country.
Viene. Yes, I've got it.
Got it.
Oh,
Right.
wonderful. Okay,
No
let's move
time to
on.
work out where it was, where she found it.
Okay.
Read it out, Susie.
I can't get it out the thing. Right, I've got it. Right, okay.
Clue number 3.
Okay, thank you. Take us back. Okay, WNW.
West northwest.
West northwest.
West northwest. Okay.
To a thallium aluminium pan. Eat at a Spanish stream. Death in the afternoon. No, but find their own armilita.
Okay.
Find out what
Okay.
that is.
No,
So we
thallium
instantly think
yeah.
WNW is west northwest
West
to a
northwest.
thallium aluminium
Okay,
pan.
thallium and aluminium are both elements that both have symbols. I
Okay.
think they're going to make up a word.
Right, look those up. I think on the CD-ROM.
Very good.
Very good,
Was that
Thomas.
David? Was that David?
No, that's Thomas. I took chemistry up to
You're
AS
very
level.
good. Let's go down here so we can jump off.
So Susie, back to the helicopter, west northwest. We have Susie here now.
Nice little bit of music going on.
Now, David Thomas, just checking the clock here. I
Muy
think
bien.
you made back more or less that couple of minutes you lost. So this is very good news. We've got to keep this up on our third clue here.
A Spanish
I
stream.
believe aluminium is AL, but that's...
So we'll look.
Aluminium is AL, thallium is TL, apparently.
So TLAL.
Yep, TLAL? I don't know.
So then pan, TLAL and pan. West northwest to a TLAL pan.
I've got it. I saw that earlier.
Yes, that was when you were going
Yes.
astray there. yes.
Okay. Can we find that then? West northwest.
Tlalpan.
We're looking for something called Tlalpan.
Tlalpan and west northwest.
Yeah.
West northwest we want to go.
Northwest, west. It's about this direction.
So yes, what did you
Tlalpan.
northwest?
Measured talent.
Can we see where this is? It could just be a district. Hang on. There's the Cals.
Yeah,
Road. Yeah, that's got to be it.
that's the road. There's the stadium.
There we are.
Okay.
Back close to the stadium.
Eat at a Spanish stream.
There, look,
Okay, this-
there we have a star on
Stadium,
Tlalpan, if I can say it.
Yeah, that's
Is that,
This
is that
way.
another stadium? Right, so, but that is actually the location, if we see there. What is it?
A Spanish
leaving the canals
stream.
here,
A Spanish
and that
stream.
looking-
At
Eat a Spanish stream.
Death in the afternoon.
That would be Arroyo is stream.
I've got a map
Arroyo.
here of restaurants and entertainments.
What exactly is this? Is it just an area, or is it a kind
Can we
of
find
theme
something called
park or something?
Arroyo or something like that? That's the Spanish for stream.
So this little area, you can see all the canals linking up together.
Sorry, Thomas, against Spanish for
Arroyo.
street.
Oh, again, I don't know how it's pronounced. Arroyo is the Spanish for stream. There's lots of eateries around.
There's Tlalpan
There's
there.
Tlalpan.
Just see the edges there of Mexico City coming in, and it really does sprawl out along amongst a huge distance, covers a vast distance, which we'll try and show you some of it today as we're going around. But it really is huge. Right, guys,
Yes.
what are we doing exactly?
Land at Tlalpan, wherever you can land around there.
Have you found Tlalpan on your map?
Ah, look.
Arroyo.
Arroyo.
How did we not see that?
It's a commercial name. It's not,
Yeah.
not actually on the map.
There is an eatery in Tlalpan called Arroyo. I assume that's how it's pronounced.
Yep. Right,
Is
got
that-
And it's
Right, I
pretty
can
much.
see that. Arroyo.
Yeah.
You've got that, Susie.
You've got
have you?
that?
I have on another
Okay,
map.
that's where we need to go.
Right, let's
Death in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
okay.
work on this one. Death in the afternoon. What might that refer to?
That was a book or a play. I seem to remember
Some
something
literary
like that.
reference, I think. I think you're right, Thomas. Any luck there on the CD-ROM?
I'm looking.
So when we get
Death
to
in the
there,
afternoon. That's Ernest. Was it
Arroyo.
Hemingway or Belmonte?
We're working on the
One
next bit,
Belmonte
Susie.
is the first result we
Death
have.
What
in
are
the
you working
afternoon
on?
is
Death in the afternoon.
a play or a book.
oh
film.
yeah,
Yeah, it kind of rings a bell, doesn't
Who
it?
is that by?
That's it's a book, isn't it? What's the clue? Let me.
Ernest
What are you
Hemingway
looking at there? I'm
wrote.
trying to find
Hemingway
Death in
wrote
the
in Death in the Afternoon, 1932,
Guide to Film.
Guide to
that
Films.
Belmonte
He
would
was in,
wind a bull
he lived in
around
Key
him
West,
like a
didn't he,
belt.
Ernest Hemingway?
You travel around a bit. Very fond of Cuba as well.
No, but find their own Armelita. What's Armelita?
Oh, you do that. Death at Love House. Death
Yeah,
becomes.
I think you need to head to
before.
Arroyo, is what you need to do.
Definitely.
You can never find them when you want to, can you?
We're going
Every death but
towards
death in the
Arroyo.
afternoon.
Okay.
Death benefit.
We don't know any more
French
right
Garden,
now,
Death
but
in
we'll
Brunswick.
keep you updated.
Death in the Sun. Death in Venice.
It was written by Ernest
Dermot.
Hemingway. I've got it done there.
Dermot, can you just read the whole clue out again, please?
West
Thank you.
northwest to a thallium aluminium pan. We've got you there. Eat at a Spanish stream. That's Arroyo. Death in the afternoon. No, but find their own Armelita.
How do you spell that? Armelita. I got it.
Armillita.
Uh-oh. An Armelita is a matador, or something to do with a matador.
Susie, we've got some great news for you.
Now, hang on. Ernest Hemingway
How
wrote
are you with
in-
bulls?
Ernest Hemingway wrote in Death in the Afternoon that Juan Belmonte, would wind a bull around him like a belt. I think you may be doing some bullfighting or
think you may
finding
well.
a matador.
Why is it that every time we have a show, there's some wild animal in it?
Because
A
you do
bull.
it so well, Susie.
You speak of the language.
I've always been very good with wild animals, it has to be said.
Right, so Death in the Afternoon by Ernest Hemingway.
I'm looking for Armelita now.
That's
See
why I
what that
work
is.
so well with Dermot. Now,
You silver-tongued devil, you, Susie.
oh yes. So right, I'm going to Arroyo and I'm looking for some kind of
It could be a
bull-
matador,
a bull ring or
a bull
something.
ring, a matador, something like
Some
that.
bullfighting reference there.
Spanish
But I haven't got to go into the bull ring though, have I? Because that would be
I really don't know.
the only bull ring I'd want to go into is the one in Birmingham City Centre.
Armelita. Okay,
too many bulls there.
I've got it. Armelita was the name of a bullfighter, a very famous one.
Right, so
So
somewhere
that's
in the
why it's
rest-
capitalised.
somewhere in the restaurant.
So you need to find their matador. You need to find their bullfighter.
Matador
Okay.
bullfighter.
You mentioned Maradona and Gary Lineker earlier.
Yeah.
Presumably Armelita was the bullfighting
Yes.
version of those two.
Yes.
But it's not, perhaps not legs as good as Gary's.
Presumably she's still heading in the right direction.
Yeah,
So,
I think
guys,
so.
are we doubly sure? Remember, you still are up against the clock. You don't want to undo the good work you
Well,
did.
I
on
think
Kennedy.
we need to
We need
find a
Susie to go
matador,
in and
a
look
bullfighter,
There
something
may
to do
be
with that.
there may be some paraphernalia on the wall.
Yeah, I would
some
expect
knickknacks,
so.
something like
Yeah.
that. Something referring to Armelita. This
I wonder what
famous
Arroyo is.
bullfighter.
Can we find anything on that?
Faster, faster.
Arroyo, yeah, stream.
Stream. So we found the stream. Found the
Can you still hear me in the studio, boys?
Yes.
We can hear you perfectly.
Oh, that's all right then.
You
I
went.
didn't
You
know
went
I
for a minute
disappeared.
there, but you went for a minute.
Thomas, we've got anything about bullfighting in here? Just to
No,
sort
but I'm
out
looking
this
for any.
Armelita.
I'm looking for anything on Arroyo. See if they have
Are we
anything.
Aurora here? See? Okay, I'm looking out now for some kind of. What's that? What's that? What's that? Is that a? No, they're building a house. That's not a bull ring. Bull
Find
ring.
their own Armelita.
Bull ring.
How close are you, Susie? Would you say?
We're in the. We are in the vicinity. Ah. This is it here. So, do you want us to land? Yes.
Yes,
We
go
do,
ahead and land.
definitely.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Head straight into
right,
Arroyo.
Okay, so it's a circular.
Into Arroyo.
Yeah, we're here, and there's a circular bull ring. It looks
There is a
like.
bull ring.
There is a
Yes.
bull ring. Okay,
It's
go
like-
in there. See if you can find the matador.
Find the bullfighter.
Okay, well, hang on a second. We've got to land first.
There's nothing in here about Arroyo.
That's always a start, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the original places that they used to have bullfights were square, not round. Is that right?
What was the bit
Arroyo.
about wrapping a bull
Arroyo.
around him, Thomas? What was that from?
I'm sorry.
Wrapping a bull around him. There's a name.
That was from Ernest Hemingway's Death in
And of
the
course, they have
Afternoon.
female bullfighters as well, Susie.
Really?
Fancy a go?
Might be my new vocation. No, I actually have a very strong feeling about bullfighting. I really don't like it. I find it very cruel.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, it's
I think
obviously very popular though, in parts of Mexico and Spain.
Okay, ready for land?
Susie, is there a bullfight or a bullfighter you can find?
We're trying to land.
Just getting there.
Dear.
So there aren't any in there?
I think we might have to land a little way away from the bull.
Okay.
So just bear with us for a few seconds. while we
Okay.
try and-
So
We-
can we look
we
at
certainly will.
Death in the Afternoon. It's not Death in the
That's for the
Afternoon. We've got that
picture.
reference.
But they do become superstars, these bullfighters. It's,
No, but find their
vast
own
spectator
Armelita,
force.
which it's the name of a bullfighter. So
No.
it's got to be.
Let's leave these
You've got to
here.
find the in-house
So
matador.
I've got to find the matador. And maybe the clue is on the matador or something. Let's hope for my sake that it's not on the bull.
As Susie was saying, it's not her cup of tea, but clearly very
wonderful.
popular spectator sport. Some of these bullfighters doing up to 30 fights a month.
Right, okay, we're here. Let's go. So I'm going in, I'm looking for the local matador.
We think
Okay.
so, yes.
The famous matador. Well, Armelita's the famous matador. Any
waiter
matador
and-
will do.
Yeah.
And a bull, yes.
Well, no, we don't know about
The
the
bull's
bull. but-
optional.
It says find
the
their.
bull is optional.
It says find their own
Armelita.
Armelita. Now, Armelita was a famous bullfighter, so it's going to be their own bullfighter.
Well, waiter and waitress don't
Can you
pan
hear that?
out.
What's going on?
Susie, what's going on?
Well, I don't know, but I can hear Plaza del Toros, that's here, bullfight.
Okay, go.
There's definitely something
More
going on.
music.
I hear people cheering.
We love this Mexican
The
music.
matador has the clue, I think.
There's a matador and a baby bull.
There's a baby
Shall we
bull.
go in?
A real live bull.
Oh,
It's
yes.
possible. Is it okay? Right, I'm going in to the stadium, and there is a matador.
That must be
Right.
it. That must be it.
Well, go and
And
frisk
there's a
him.
bull. Oh my goodness! Hello, bull.
Frisker Matador.
Hello,
He's gone.
bull.
Hello, bull. We'll call him Steve because he's one of my heroes, Steve Bull.
Bully. Great football.
Look, where's the clue? Is it in the matador?
We think so,
We
but
think
find
so.
their own Armelita.
Which is the matador? Go for the matador.
They have these
Oh my
short
God.
tops on their pockets or in the actual
I don't believe you make
matador's
me do
cloak.
Is he allowing you to do
Look,
this?
look in the cloak.
Por favor.
Look at anything.
Gracias. I've got it. Stop the clock. Stop
Whoa!
the clock.
Okay,
Got it.
Great, Susie. Well done. Where was it?
In the matador's pocket.
In his pocket.
I've got to get out
You've
of here.
been
Flip me out.
Going through a Matador's pocket.
Dear.
And you just thought he was pleased to see you. This is
Well,
above and beyond the call, Susie. Well, thank you
I'm a
very
bit
much
blown
indeed.
away by that,
It
actually.
means, David and Thomas, that you have now won a total of £600. 300 for that, 200 I neglected to say for clue number 2, and of course £100 for the first one. You got £600.
Okay.
We stopped the clock, but remember when we move on to clues 4 and 5, again we don't stop the clock until you've either solved it or not solved it.
Right.
And I can tell you in terms of time, you are just under a minute behind, so not too bad. You
Right.
made up a deficit of over 2 minutes from clue number 1.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's crack on then with clue number 4. And Susie, I believe you've moved again.
Yeah, we've relocated to try and show you a bit more of Mexico. We're in Santiago Tepetitlan, which is part of a mountain range. Basically, Mexico City is sat very flat, and this is the mountains to the north. So, do you remember we were in Texcoco before?
We do. We're just finding it now, Susie.
Yeah, just go about 10 kilometres north-northeast, and that's where the mountains are. And that's
Northeast. There we are.
where we are. Can
Okay.
you see us?
Let's start the clock.
Here we go. Admire the city of God's heritage. At a ranch hitched with Sergio's 4x4, and look up Los Valadoras for a pole dance.
OK, I'll read it out again. Admire the city of the gods' heritage at a ranch hitched with Sergio's 4x4 and look up Los Voladores for a pole dance.
Oh, right. So
Right.
What are we thinking here, guys?
I've got a book called City of the Gods.
I'm looking up
I know what
heritage.
you three are probably thinking about pole dancing, but can you get back to the clue?
We did have 1 or 2 ideas for you, Susie.
This is later, Susie, yeah. At a ranch.
Admire the city of the gods' heritage.
The City of the Gods is called...
Where's the city?
Whatever that is.
David, I think just glancing at the book you're holding there, what does that say underneath
It
it there?
says City of the Gods.
So, Teo,
Okay.
whatever that is,
Teo
is called
with the-
is the city of the gods.
Okay, Susie, do you want to head towards
The city.
Teotihuacan?
We'll spell it T-E-O
T-E-O,
T-I-H
T-I-H,
U-A-C-A-N.
Now, where is that in relation to where I am?
A little west of you.
Yes. West of you.
Heritage.
We go west. We're going to go west.
And
yeah?
on the front of this book, David, we can see it's presumably an Aztec
Yes.
pyramid. They also built them as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Aztec.
It's a beautiful
Did you-
Aztec pyramid.
Can you spell it again for me, please?
T-E-O.
Tihuacan. It's
Teotihuacan or something.
Yes,
Tihuacan. Right, enough
Yeah,
of the
right.
pronunciations. Let's
okay.
get on
Can you find a
with the clue.
ranch nearby?
a ranch.
At a ranch hitched with Sergio's 4x4. Well, at a ranch could be
find Sergio.
precisely that, but hitched with Sergio's 4x4.
This is all the architecture.
What are we thinking?
At a ranch, hitch up with Sergio's
A ranch.
4x4.
At a ranch hit with Sergio's 4x4 and look up Los Voladores. Should we try Los Voladores?
Are you going to do that, Thomas?
yep.
Yeah.
Are you looking at Los Voladores?
We're looking.
Yes.
It's a capital, though,
Since
which
ancient
is...
times have been a single region in Mesopotamia.
Sergio's 4x4. Any Sergios we know? What, can we do any work on that?
That might be someone we have to meet there, I don't know.
Not sure.
Voladores.
Sergio could be someone. Yes, you have been meeting people along the way. Sergio
Voladore
could just be the name of
In
somebody.
the wrong language, again.
Thomas is thinking.
Voladores.
So, Susie, you've located this on the map and you are heading in the direction of the City of the Gods. I'll anglicise it.
Yes, we are. We're going...
Okay, a volador is a
we
flying fish.
So, Sergio, there could be somebody there.
Or a rocket.
We think it could be someone there.
Might just be
Thomas
a
has just come up with a volador is a form of flying fish.
Or a rocket.
Or a rocket.
Flying fish.
A flying fish or a rocket?
Something that flies.
Archaeological Mexico.
Hence evolved. Let's
Same.
look through
On
some of these.
the other hand, volado means crazy or crazy fool.
So it could be a crazy flying
could be a
fish on a
crazy
rocket.
Crazy flying
It could,
fish
it could.
on a rocket, yeah.
At a ranch.
At a ranch.
Right, sorry about
Is there?
that.
Do we have a
For a
closer map
ranch.
of this area anyway?
Well, let's have a look in there. There we are. Thomas, here, look, there's one in the rack there.
That's Texcoco, I think. But
It's Voladores.
Admire the City of the Gods heritage, so it is one of the artefacts there, presumably.
northwest. Of
But it looks
Texcoco.
a big place, David, doesn't it?
Yes, it
don't
is. We'll
think-
stick to the
I think this is too
city
close a
map.
I think she said she was in a mountainous region.
Just here.
We need to. Would it have this pyramid structure?
I don't know. Did we have an ordnance survey map of the area, or some whatever the equivalent is?
We need to find. I mean, we're looking for artifacts, remember? So we need some kind of archaeological remains. What about this? What's this? Here we are.
Teotihuacan. I think that's it. Yes.
That's.
Somewhere.
There's a kind of area there that seems to have.
There's a... I'm looking for a ranch, aren't
You're
I?
looking for some kind of a ranch, or
I wonder if that... Does that look like a ranch? The tennis court. Is that a... No, that's more of a...
San Martino pyramid.
Hits with Sergio's 4x4.
Tell me again about City of the Gods.
It is. It looks like
Oh,
ancient
hang on.
Aztec
Oh, hang on.
pyramids.
No, I can see something that exactly as you're talking about.
Okay.
I get it. Aztec...
I mean, David, just
ruins.
describe the
They're
size
like-
of that pyramid.
It's
for
a
us.
pyramid on 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5 levels.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
it's sort of
we've got that.
crumbling
Lots
down.
of
I
the
can see
buildings
that.
around.
Okay, I'm looking around there for a ranch
Yeah.
or something like that.
Can you look around there for a ranch as well?
Oh, no, hang on. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There's another huge one over there. You probably spotted that before I did, didn't you? So, a ranch. A ranch around here. Cattle, horses.
I see there's several. There are several of these pyramids. There's a big one, the pyramid of the sun. There's a pyramid of the moon.
Ranch here.
Gate
A key.
2.
Ranch. Yes, there is.
There is a ranch. Okay, land at the
That
ranch.
way.
Land at the ranch.
Land at the ranch and find Sergio in a 4x4. Is this what we're thinking?
Presumably, yes.
Sergio sitting there in a large jeep. And then, look up Los Voladores. Los Voladores, something to do with flying fish,
It's either a
rocket.
I
flying
can see
fish.
the ancient ruins that you're talking about, but at the moment I can't,
You can't see a ranch.
I mean, they had many different gods there. I've just actually they had a marvellous Aztec exhibition in London a few weeks back, which I went to. Lots of course of human sacrifice as well. So if Susie
Right.
gets this wrong,
Avenue
Which
the
of course she
Dead,
won't.
25.
Is it? Hang on. What's that?
Hold on.
Cactus?
This isn't something stupid
well,
like this.
flying fish, that could be one of the gods, perhaps.
Yes.
They,
Does the ranch have any animals in it or not?
Well, that would be an indication of the ranch. That's all we're trying to find now.
look up Los Voladores for a pole dance.
On the other hand, rancherio is settlement in Spanish, so...
Well, there's the settlement around it, yeah.
Shall we land near here? If we
Yeah,
can see somewhere?
land
Car
where you
park,
can.
we could land. Can we land?
Land where you can.
Can we land somewhere around here?
And look out for some likely-looking Sergio type who might give you a lift.
A serpent's head.
Serpent's head.
There are gargoyles all over.
One of the very common gods.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. What can we see here?
Yeah,
Lots
it's
of car
marvellous.
parks. This one has just got some
Just land where you can.
land. Can we land? Can we land there? Where can we land around here? Can we land
Still
over here?
looking
There's we're
for
gonna
an
land
image
in
of
what
the-
do
Well, David, you found loads of murals.
Loads of-
Work on this Voladores. Is it going to be this flying
I'm a
fish?
bit stuck here, I'm really sorry.
Thomas-
I know, so are we. Is there anywhere around here you can land?
There's what's this? Is this a ranch over here? What is wrong with me? Why can't I see it?
I don't know.
This looks like a disused. Can we land here?
Eagles. I mean, flying. We've got Voladores on top of a
They're
pole.
over there, maybe. What's this over here? That looks like there's a bit more life in it.
You've had a literal
There's a
translation of
horse.
Voladores there, Thomas. What about one of the travel
Oh,
books?
this looks like an old-fashioned ranch.
Have a
doesn't
look.
It? Yes.
Where's that next
Let's
travel
let's
There we
land
are.
it. I found a kind of old-fashioned ranch. There's some horses, a few horses. Let's see what else. There's a couple of
I've got
trucks
one
that
here.
could be a 4x4s.
253.
Okay. Ask him if he's called Sergio.
I can't shout from here. It's not going to hear anything. Let's land and see.
Here we are.
Let's land
I found
and-
Voladores.
Quickly, I'm sure
Totonac
we're
people
losing
perform their
time here.
spectacular Voladores, right, flying from a 20-metre high pole several times a day, collecting money from onlookers afterwards.
Yep.
It's a kind of
That's what we need.
dance.
Is it a bird, an eagle or something?
No, it's a large pole, it's a dance. I've seen this, you may have seen it on your travels, Thomas. People kind of spin round it. I think they hang off it on ropes.
So we're looking for a really tall pole with people
Street
spinning around it,
entertainment kind
Susie.
of-
Yeah.
They fly, they actually spin round on it. It's a version of a maypole, a Mexican maypole.
Have you got that, Susie?
What about... Yes, I know what you're saying. A pole.
A pole with someone on a rope spinning round collecting money.
Has it got anything to do with the City of the Gods?
Apparently that's where we
It's
have
one
to
of the
be.
ancient rites of the Totonac people.
Voladores 29. I've got a reference for Voladores.
I'm landing in the ranch, so should I... Oh, hang on a minute. Should I
Voladores.
take the 4x4
Susie?
driven by Sergio to the pyramid? Should I
No,
do that?
to the Voladores.
Ask him for the Voladores. He will presumably know what that
Hang on a
means.
minute.
Susie,
What
I'm
is
also
the-
reading here it's an ancient
Oh.
fertility rite, so
Hang on.
watch out.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Wait a minute. Voladores. We're in the wrong place. I think.
Where is it?
National Anthropology Museum in Mexico City.
I think, these
don't
are
know.
costumes of Voladores. Voladores is there they are dancing around, aren't they? Hanging from the pole.
At El Tajin. At El Tajin. 240 continue, yeah.
I would I've just pulled it up in a general guide here as well.
We'll have
I've
to
got
climb
it.
over.
Right, Thomas has got something, Susie.
Our
listen up.
Voladores. This ancient ritual takes place daily near the site entrance.
Near the entrance, Susie.
Is this Sergio? Yes. Ah, great.
Oh,
Can
wonderful.
you take us to the...
To the entrance, Susie.
To
The entrance to see the
site to
Voladores.
see the
Thank you.
Voladores.
Brilliant. Right, I'll jump in here quickly.
Come on, Susie.
Okay.
Right, we're in the 4x4. Well, I am
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah.
Boys are. Guys just in. Show Simon. There's Simon. Who's in? And they're sporting their new sweatshirts for today's show. I don't know why, because it's boiling hot.
Okay, so we need to go and find the Voladores, and presumably one of them has
Presumably
the
one of them will be
Bless you.
spinning around, Susie will have to stop
Okay,
them.
so I'm on the way there.
Right.
Okay.
Let's just get a frame
just-
a second. And I'm going to look for a pole. Is
You're
that
looking for a
right?
pole dancer.
With some brightly dressed men
Swinging
hanging
around
from
it.
it and swinging around.
It might be on the men, it might be
Ooh.
on the pole. I'll let you
That
make it.
sounds
It says, look up.
like
Look
the
up
Village
Los
People
Voladores.
revisited.
Oh,
That
right.
does, doesn't it?
So it
So
sounds like it's
maybe.
on one of the Voladores
Well, I
themselves.
saw Thomas on that guidebook you had. They have steps up,
Yeah.
like the same kind of steps that trapeze flyers climb up there. So we may find Susie going up the pole for us.
Did you get that, Susie?
Shinning. I've got to shin my way up a pole.
We
Yes,
don't
that's
know.
it.
We don't know.
We don't know, but it
We
says look up
think
the pole.
it's either going to be on the pole or it's going to be on the Voladores.
Oh, right, okay.
How are you doing?
Sergio's taking me straight there, I'm hoping. I'm hoping he's going to help me, because we really need some help. Oh, it's here!
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, right, okay, there's a pole with four men.
Yeah,
That's it.
go on.
That's
That's
it.
it, Susie.
Thank you, Sergio. With musicians. Oh, hang
Okay.
on, I've got to wait for Guy. What am I doing? Come on.
Right, Susie.
What do I do? What do I do?
We think one of the people who is on the pole or the pole itself has the clue.
Hello, okay. Well, there's
Look
I'm just.
up Los Voladores
It's
for the
huge.
pole dance.
It's
Well, look
huge
up can just be me.
pole, and
Yeah.
I'm just looking around the bottom. Should I look in the bag on the bottom?
Look
Oh no,
anywhere.
that's their money. Those are their things. I'm nicking their money from them.
Okay,
look
is it
up.
on the people? Can you get them to come down?
We've
Can
got
you-
look up it, so perhaps it's higher.
Can you climb up it?
I can't see. I'm just walking around to see if I can see it. But my God, they're amazing. Come down.
10 stone.
Can you help? Come down.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's hard to imagine what's going on there. I can
Well,
hear, I can hear the
there's 4 of them and 5 of them.
Frisk
and
them all.
They're hanging on a rope, spinning upside down, and they are actually coming down. I think. Are they coming? Are they getting lower? I've got to wait. There's nothing I can do. No, Dermot, I can't. There's
No, I
nothing-
know
I'm
you're doing your
sorry.
best, Susie. No, no.
Well, give me the clue. Give me the clue. Clue.
You got the
There
clue?
it is. Give it to me.
Right, read it
Give
straight off.
Oh, no, drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Here. Drop it. Thank you.
We're not stopping.
Gracias. Por favor. Por favor.
Read the clue, Susie.
Here we go, Susie.
Por favor.
Come on, Susie.
Gracias. Okay. Right.
Quick,
I've
quick.
got it.
Okay.
Okay, Susie.
Right, here we go.
Okay.
In his place, the feathered serpent.
The feathered serpent.
Right, we've seen the
Head
feathered
towards
serpent.
you.
In his place, the
What
feathered serpent.
volcanic eyes he's got. So bow your head.
Right, in his place, the feathered serpent
Where's the
heads towards you. What volcanic eyes he's got, so bow your head. Luckily, you
Okay.
found one of these already.
Yep. So we need to find.
Susie,
What
this
room
is
are they
one
in?
of the gods that these people worshipped. I'm not sure if they
Can
are
you get-
Aztecs, but
can
we
you get-
found it in the guidebook. Where was it?
I don't know where I'm going. You've.
Feathers, look at a feathered
Guys, by the way, I'll just drop in here. You're up to £1,000 now. Remember, you've got another £400 for that. But this is for the big. This is for
Am I
£1,000
going into
more.
the
Look through that
into
one.
the sort of city of gods?
Where's the map of the
Head,
Don't
site?
worry
head back
over,
into the
thank
general
you.
temple area if you can.
Okay.
Got to find
The
this.
conch
Por favor, lo
serpent.
siento, gracias.
Conch serpent.
Where?
52.
Yeah.
What's the serpent
here.
called?
Where was
52,
it?
that's what I was looking at.
In his place, the feathered serpent heads towards you. What volcano? It's.
The feathered serpent's
Feathered
head.
serpent's head.
Is there a tomb?
Temple of the Feather
something
Conch
named
wanted-
after him? I had a map here as well.
We're going into the
Palace of
We're through.
Oh yeah, palace. Right, we've got a palace here.
Okay.
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzal.
Quetzal.
Now we're down to about 90 seconds,
Search your
guys.
Well, no, thank
Water
you.
flow from the
Well
birds'
done.
beaks.
Right. Okay. Tell me where to go. I can see them, and where should I go?
Can you see a feathered serpent god
A
sticking out
statue,
of...
something like that.
We saw they were sticking out the side of these pyramids or something.
Statue.
Oh, volcanic eyes.
Volcanic eyes. Well, they have these kind of staring eyes.
Bow your...
Bow your head. That will look down.
So
Yeah.
Bow your head in front of a
Yeah.
god.
Look. Should I go right, left?
Oh, Susie,
Straight on.
we can't. We haven't found it. We've got a minute left.
And it's the feathered serpent. Where's that picture of
Where's
the
that
feathered
picture of the
serpent?
feathered serpent? We
massive.
had it. Are there any... Susie, we're going to have to go random here. Have you got any sight of these gods? They stick out the side of...
No, it's massive. You've got to give me more.
45 seconds.
Serpent, come on.
Susie,
See if it's a-
we need to give us some clue. It's a big place.
It's it, isn't it?
Feathered.
Oh, David.
Just go randomly.
We saw it.
We saw it. It was
We saw it. I can't
trying
believe
to
it.
trace.
Is that it up
30
there?
seconds.
I don't know. Go towards it.
I am.
I think she's trying.
I know.
And out of breath. Come on, Susie, we've got about 20 seconds. Just have a go.
Against a mural, so I'm building a parrot. Torrents of water.
Any feathered serpent?
that's a
We
feathered
found it.
The
found
feathered
it.
serpent below, right? The pyramid of Quetzalcoatl.
That's the one.
Pyramid of Quetzalcoatl.
Where is it?
5 seconds.
Oh no!
2.
No.
Time is up. How frustrating for you. We've cracked the clue.
cracked the
just
clue. We
couldn't
couldn't
give
find
Susie
it.
the information to get her there.
I'm sorry, but
Susie, we know
Oh,
you
you
tried
did your
your
best. You did your best.
if you could see it here, it's huge.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's a
And
huge complex, isn't it?
There's pyramids all over the place.
You've won £1,000. I
That's
hope
good.
you've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And maybe within the next hour or two, Susie might find the find out where that treasure was actually hidden. We know it was. I'm not going to try and pronounce this god again, but
Is
the
is
feathered
that,
serpent.
Maybe that up there.
Well, we're racking our brains here, aren't we, as to where this clue finally was. Susie, can you put us out of our misery?
I found it, yeah. It's at the pyramid, the Quetzalcoatl, if that makes any sense to you. And this is the sort of feathered head
Yeah.
here that you can see behind. And it's got a serpent's body that runs along. And it was just underneath there, but sorry.
So you get the money, do you? What, 10 quid for
I
change?
think
don't
this
know.
is...
I don't know. I think some might be going to the Send Me to University fund, but beyond that, I don't think we know.
Well done. That's it from Mexico tonight. Join us next time for another day in the skies. Until then, from all of us here and from Susie in Mexico, goodbye.
Goodbye, see you next time. Adios from Teotihuacan. Hasta luego.
Well, they really are getting about this week on Treasure Hunt. New Zealand tomorrow at 6. Next this evening, Marion and Jeff's Rob Brydon with his pick of the Top of the Pops 2 archive.